Good morning, and please join me in welcoming Jeff Fagel.
Hey, thanks. Hello, everyone. So I've got 7 minutes. I got to move fast here. 7 minutes to walk you through the future of marketing and advertising. So a lot has changed, but then a lot also has stayed the same. So in the end, what are we trying to accomplish? How do we get people to pay attention, care about us, and act? Right? So even though the landscape has changed, we as consumers and what we're trying to accomplish as marketers, really, it has stayed the same. But with that said, more screens, more content, less time. The world around us has transformed. Attention is fragmented, and it's pulled us in hundreds of different directions. So what does the future look like? This is the future. Literally. This is the future. So if you go on to Google and you do a search for future, we'll do this right now. See what comes up. Future. So even the meaning of the word future has changed. So as we look at where the industry is going, words have changed, media consumption has changed. A show of hands for those who have been in a restaurant recently and taken pictures of their food, right? So all of us almost. 173 million posts of hashtag food porn, right? As well as video is unstoppable. If you just take a look at the platform Tasty, which is distributed by BuzzFeed. This video here how to make a pretzel. In 24 hours, 37 million views, almost 1 million shares. It's crazy. And if you look at the audience as a whole, 500 million views per month for Tasty. Compare that to network and cable TV. The growth is just incredible. We have a personalized experience in our pockets with our phones 24/7. Now let's do a search on YouTube for mattress reviews. Has anyone bought a mattress recently? It's changed quite a bit. Well, you're not only going to get thousands of mattress reviews, you're also going to get pretty cool content like this from Purple. Almost 200 million views on this. So new ways of marketing, new ways of selling. Niche companies are delivering, literally. I mean, who would have thought that there's going to be a $1 billion plus industry for mattresses delivered to your home next day? So what does all this mean? Well, it's not just in niche categories. Look at the travel industry. And look at the success of Airbnb. In Q1 this year, they've surpassed the big brands when it comes to traffic. What used to be a small industry, now Airbnb is taking over some of the big boys. And it's not just in travel, financial services. Let's take a look at E-Trade, established in 1982, versus Robinhood, which offers free trades, only 3 years old and have already surpassed user numbers against E-Trade. These are the new Davids: Purple, Airbnb, on-demand, the Uber of, the Amazon of. We've all heard the terms before. Digitally native, direct to consumers across all categories from beauty to fashion to food. This is what's disrupting our industry. And when asked about Amazon, Reed Hastings, the CEO of Netflix, said, Sleep is our greatest enemy. I'm not that concerned about Amazon. So in the end, it's really about competing for time and attention, and that's where the challenge lies. So what do? There's a new way. Goliaths are challenged, and it starts with knowing the individual. How to market to them, it starts with knowing him in a privacy-protected way and understanding where he goes, what he buys, what moves him. Why? Because the competition is so much greater, and the opportunity exists from what he's searching, what he buys when he's thinking about a trip, so scuba gear as an example, and what moves him. And ultimately, knowing him in real time is what's important. So content then becomes relevant and in a way that allows brands to market like a David, because we know the industry has changed. So it's about lifetime messages, persistent across the entire life cycle, throughout the year, cross-channel, being able to first and foremost know who that individual is, as well as understand what he might be searching for or buying next. So with that said, it's about no guesses, no wastes, streamline, and ultimately, this is what brand building is now and needs to become for all of us to compete. So we're not building a skyscraper, a big inflexible structure where you're looking up and it looks the same for everyone. Really, it's about people aren't looking up anymore. Why? They're looking down on their phone. And we have in our pockets on 24/7, we've got a personalized experience. This is what we're competing against, and this is what we need to figure out. So we're building a relationship, simply, and that relationship is millions of relationships, individual conversations, unique conversations. Now, when I said it, industry hasn't changed much, this is a quote from the founder of FCB, so a long time ago. Good advertising is written from one person to another. So that was the intent back then. We have the ability to make it happen now. So if niche is the new norm, ultimately then we have to focus on segments of one. So in the end, it's about accuracy, efficiency, one-to-one, so you can market like a David. Thank you.